Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English Daily Book Summary YouTube channel. In order to not stop learning, listen to an English book summary every day for free.
Julie A. Fast and John D. Preston. Getting It Done When You're Depressed. 50 Strategies for Keeping Your Life on Track. Depression can feel like it consumes every corner of your life. It saps your energy and dampens your mood. It can leave you doubting your abilities and questioning your worth. Even the smallest tasks seem overwhelming, and the idea of productivity may feel completely out of reach. But living with depression doesn't mean you can't make meaningful action. By learning strategies to keep moving forward, even on the toughest days, you can find ways to work alongside it. The truth is, the way you approach your days and manage your actions can make a profound difference to how you feel about yourself and what you accomplish. What you might not realize is that action often leads the way when motivation won't. It's tempting to think that you need to feel ready or inspired before you can begin anything. But starting, even when you feel at your lowest, can help you regain a sense of control. Simple steps like shifting your focus outward, reframing negative self-talk, or structuring your day can help break the cycle of inertia and restore a sense of possibility. These strategies don't require perfection or endless energy. They rely on small, deliberate choices that keep you moving. In this blink, you'll discover how taking action, even when it feels impossible, can help ease depression's grip. You'll explore ways to manage your energy, find support, and use structure to bring stability to your days. From the power of connection to the importance of small victories, you'll learn how to create an environment where progress feels achievable and meaningful, no matter its pace. These insights offer practical tools to help you take charge of your days and begin to feel more like yourself again. Find your way forward when depression holds you back. Do you ever feel like your depression reduces your motivation to zilch? That even small tasks are insurmountable? You might think you need to wait until your mood shifts, but the truth is, motivation will come after you begin. Starting, despite how you feel, can lead to surprising progress. Fenya discovered this when she struggled to paint during a depressive episode. At first, she believed her lack of enthusiasm meant her work would suffer. But after reflecting on her finished pieces, she realized the quality was just as good as when she felt inspired. The lesson? Feelings don't dictate your ability to accomplish something. Action does. Social media can make taking action even harder. Endlessly scrolling through content may seem productive, but drains your energy for real tasks. The curated perfection you see online can deepen your sense of inadequacy, making your own efforts feel pointless before you've even started. Recognizing this trap and using social media as a reward for completing tasks can restore balance and help you avoid wasting valuable time. Depression also narrows your focus inward, making it difficult to engage with others. This self-focus isn't intentional. It's a side effect of feeling overwhelmed and stuck. Kate experienced this when a coworker pointed out how her negativity was affecting the team. After some reflection, she made a conscious effort to shift her attention outward, thinking about her colleagues instead of her own feelings. Even small changes, like asking questions or offering encouragement, helped her reconnect with others and feel less isolated. Another challenge depression creates is self-criticism. It often convinces you that your work is subpar before you've even finished. Ori, for example, faced this when he was asked to give a large presentation. He doubted his abilities and worried that he wasn't prepared, but decided to push through anyway. The audience's positive response reminded him that depression isn't a fair judge. Suspending judgment until you've completed a task gives you the chance to succeed without being derailed by harsh inner doubts. Conquer depression through structured strategies. Get up, get dressed, move. That's how Alex commands himself on days when depression makes it impossible for him to function. As someone who works alone, he discovered that pretending to be his own drill sergeant helps him break through the inertia. Imagining his strongest, healthiest self giving orders motivates him to take action. Ronnie uses a similar approach. Some mornings, she wakes up crying, overwhelmed by hopelessness. But her inner voice kicks in. Come on, Ronnie, enough, get dressed, put your earrings on. Though every step feels futile, following this commanding tone helps her reclaim her day. Both stories show how a stern yet caring inner voice can override depression's immobilizing grip. Another effective strategy is structuring your day with the precision of a child's routine. Depression thrives on chaos, often leaving you feeling lost. Melissa discovered this while staying home with her kids. Without structure, she drifted aimlessly, but adding a part-time job gave her day focus and purpose. Even small changes, like planning one activity, can stabilize mood and improve your productivity. Thinking like an athlete provides another tool. Athletes rely on discipline, recovery, and consistent effort to succeed. Adopting this mindset means treating physical activity as essential maintenance for your body and mind. Even a short walk can boost endorphins and build momentum, helping you focus on progress rather than perfection. Acknowledging your depression is equally important. Depression distorts reality, making small tasks feel overwhelming. Recognizing this as part of the illness helps reframe challenges, reduce self-blame, and quiet the exhausting brain chatter that often accompanies it. Reminding yourself, this is depression, not me, can help you act with self-compassion and regain control. Connection helps you overcome depression. When depression takes hold, even minor tasks can feel overwhelming, leaving you mentally and physically exhausted. On days like these, having a supportive friend nearby can be a game changer. Li Ling, a teacher, often meets a colleague at a coffee shop to write lesson plans. Sitting across from her friend, she finds herself mirroring their focus and energy. Even on her most difficult days, knowing someone is counting on her to show up helps her push through. A friend's presence and commitment can help you stay on track with your goals, whether it's finishing a task, managing your time, or simply getting through the day. Choose someone reliable and disciplined to ensure that their influence keeps you grounded and focused. Isolation often feels like a natural response to depression, but it can intensify feelings of loneliness and hinder progress. Take Maxim's experience. After staying in his room for a week, he realized isolation was deepening his sadness. By reaching out, he found that even small interactions, like talking to his roommate, could lift his spirits and encourage him to rejoin the world. Instead of retreating, take deliberate steps to connect with others, even if it's just sitting near them while they work. Being around people, even without active engagement, can boost your mood and remind you of life outside the confines of depressive thoughts. Educating friends and family about your experience helps them understand your struggles and respond compassionately. Many loved ones want to help, but don't know how. Explaining your specific challenges gives them a way to support you effectively. For example, letting friends know that you feel paralyzed by tasks like paying bills or organizing papers helps them step in to assist. By describing how your behavior changes during depression, like pulling away from others or avoiding interaction, you can give them insight to offer thoughtful support. Depression often tricks you into thinking no one understands, but that's the illness speaking. Let the energy of others pull you forward when you feel stuck. And remember, staying connected can make all the difference. Move, create, and transform your environment to ease depression. Physical and environmental adjustments can make a big difference in managing depression and staying productive. Small changes to your workspace, routines, and physical activity can help you feel more focused and motivated. One important step is creating a workspace that supports you. Depression often makes it hard to feel comfortable or productive anywhere. Maybe you struggle with clutter, noise, or the absence of natural light. Setting up a dedicated space that fits your needs, whether it's a clean desk, a quiet corner, or a spot with calming elements like plants, can help. Milo, for example, felt trapped working in a small, windowless cubicle. He asked to telecommute, and now he works from home with a view of his backyard, which lifts his mood. His dog keeps him company, making the workday less isolating. Sticking to a workspace, even on difficult days, reinforces productive habits. Exercise is another essential strategy. Starting can feel impossible when depression saps your energy, but even a 20-minute walk can boost your mood. Robert, who struggled after he and his wife separated, started exercising daily after work. Though he didn't feel like it at first, he began lifting weights and running. Within a month, his energy improved and he noticed his depression easing. Exercise can be simple, social, or tailored to your preferences. What matters is making movement part of your routine. Creativity also offers a powerful way to fight depression. Engaging in creative activities, even when motivation is low, can rekindle a sense of accomplishment. Ariel, for example, stopped drawing when she felt down. Her partner encouraged her to get her pencils out, reminding her how much she enjoyed creating. At first, it felt like a chore, but once she started, the process became therapeutic. Whether it's painting, writing, or revisiting an old hobby, creativity can restore emotional balance. These strategies form a foundation for better mental health. With deliberate effort, they can help you overcome the challenges of depression and maintain focus in your daily life. Reclaim truth, balance, and connection from depression's grip. Depression often distorts your perception, planting thoughts that feel true but are entirely misleading. When your brain tells you that you can't succeed or that you're not good enough, it's essential to challenge these ideas. They're not reflections of reality, but symptoms of your mental state. Learning to separate these false thoughts from the truth prevents them from controlling your actions. Richard once struggled deeply with this. He felt like Bruce Lee in the scene from Enter the Dragon, surrounded by mirrors. Everywhere he looked, he saw reflections of himself, but none of them seemed real. It wasn't until he stopped trusting those distorted images and focused on finding one solid truth that he could begin to recognize his authentic self amid depression's lies. Habits like caffeine and sugar can also play a significant role in amplifying depression's grip. Angelo, for instance, turned to candy for relief when he felt stuck while working on a challenging restoration. The sugar gave him a momentary boost, but the crash left him feeling even more irritable and tired. Eventually, he noticed this pattern and started making different choices, like eating balanced snacks. This helped him maintain consistent energy, which in turn allowed him to approach his work with greater focus and less frustration. Choosing a balanced snack over something sugary or switching to decaf coffee can prevent spikes and falls, helping maintain emotional and physical stability throughout the day. The words you say when you're depressed also matter deeply. Pierre, for example, often found himself snapping at colleagues and reacting harshly during difficult moments at work. These outbursts strained his relationships and made him feel more isolated. When he stopped reacting impulsively and paid attention to how he expressed himself, he began mending the bonds that had been strained. By pausing before speaking or expressing gratitude instead of criticism, you can preserve connections and lessen the grip of negative emotions. Even if you don't feel positive, refraining from voicing negativity can prevent those thoughts from deepening your sense of isolation. When you identify distorted thoughts, choose more supportive habits, and pay attention to what you say, you can reduce the hold depression has on your life and rebuild a sense of stability and connection. Maintain momentum when progress feels slow. Making lasting progress in managing depression requires patience, self-kindness, and a focus on the long term. It's natural to want immediate results, but meaningful changes take time. Frustration can arise when efforts don't yield swift benefits, but recognizing that setbacks are part of the process can help you keep moving forward. By approaching each small improvement as a building block, you can sustain your motivation. Celebrating small victories is an essential part of this approach. Depression often amplifies negative self-talk, making it difficult to acknowledge progress. Even simple affirmations like, "I'm proud of myself for doing that," can begin to shift your mindset. This habit might feel unfamiliar at first, but it becomes easier with practice and helps replace negative thoughts with positive reinforcement. Extending this kindness to others, whether it's through encouraging words or sharing positivity, can also improve your mood and foster meaningful connections. Long-term success involves accepting that progress isn't linear and that time works in your favor if you stay consistent. Even when it feels like nothing's changing, the effort you put in contributes to gradual improvement. A practical way to sustain this perspective is to think in terms of years rather than days or weeks. Focusing on small, manageable steps prevents feelings of being overwhelmed and allows progress to build naturally. Time will pass regardless, so why not use it to work towards feeling better? Ultimately, the key to maintaining momentum lies in balancing persistence with compassion. Depression can make progress feel slow or insignificant, but each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to where you want to be. The main takeaway from this blink to Getting It Done When You're Depressed by Julie A. Fast and John D. Preston is that taking action, even when it feels impossible, can help loosen depression's grip and pave the way for meaningful progress. Depression often erodes energy and motivation, making even the simplest tasks seem overwhelming. But you don't need to feel ready or inspired to begin. Starting with small, deliberate steps can restore a sense of control and possibility. Key strategies include creating structure, shifting focus outward, and reframing negative self-talk. Depression thrives in chaos, but adding routine and discipline to your days can bring stability. Recognizing and challenging distorted thoughts helps you regain a more balanced perspective, while focusing on connection with others counters isolation. Simple actions like asking questions, offering encouragement, or sharing your challenges with supportive friends or family can make a profound difference. Progress doesn't result from grand gestures or flawless execution. Instead, it grows from steady, thoughtful actions that build momentum over time. Celebrating small victories, even when they seem insignificant, reinforces positive habits and creates a foundation for lasting change. With patience and persistence, you can break through the inertia and move forward. Depression is challenging, but it doesn't define you. By taking small, consistent steps, you can reclaim balance, reconnect with others, and rediscover what makes life meaningful. All right, that's it for this Blink. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you have a moment, please take the time to leave us a rating. We always appreciate your feedback. And I'll see you in the next Blink.